If you are anything like I was a couple months back, then you have a problem with consistency, with discipline, and commitment to your goals. And throughout these months that I have started this YouTube channel and started this whole journey of me trying to become monetized, I learned a lot of things about procrastination and about being lazy. And I feel like I finally cracked the freaking code to this. I finally cracked the code of laziness and the lessons that I've learned about laziness, because a lot of the times, a lot of the advice that we do get out there, it's make tasks manageable and put them in smaller chunks, figure out stuff that, put a timer on, like all of these things that I've tried but never really found a way to actually stick. You know, like you can try to switch yourself within a week or so, and by the next week you're back to where you started. You're back to being lazy, you're back to procrastinating, and then your journey of becoming a different person just ends up vanishing, because you're just like, why in the world can I not commit to my goals? Why in the world can I not be disciplined? Why in the world can I not be consistent? Okay, I was there. I was that person. I had a problem, and I finally learned to break this habit. Now, the way that I move through life and how I manage my time and the way that I manage my just day-to-day routine is so much more different than the person I was before. So I want to teach you guys the 3 lessons that I did learn about the habit, breaking the habit of laziness, and how you can start to commit and be disciplined and learn consistency, all in this video. So please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. My name is Geraldi, by the way. Nice to meet you. For those of you who are back, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Also click the notification bell so you do know when I do upload, and follow me on all my social media. I'm at Geraldi Silva. If you guys hear the air conditioning, I am so sorry. It is 101 degrees today, actually 102. On my car it says 102. It's 102 degrees. I film in my car and I need the AC on. Like, I'm not gonna put the windows down and like let the hot air in here. I'm going to stay air conditioned, okay? Call me a brat if you want me to, but I'm not sitting in this 102 heat here in Los Angeles. A couple announcements. I did want to say that if you guys are new, or if you guys are returning back to my channel and you have not signed up for my free membership over on Facebook called the Committed Collective, where it is a collective of people who are going to keep you accountable, because one part of continuing your journey on having a goal is commitment, right? And how do you keep yourself accountable to this commitment? Well, you join a Facebook group called the Committed Collective. It's free for anyone to join, and once I have around 50 members, which we're at 30 right now, once I have 50 members over on the collective group, then I will start going live and just start posting videos and just getting to know you guys a little bit more. I tend to hang out over there like 2 to 3 times a week, just posting and putting polls up for you guys and just getting to know you guys a little bit more. And so please go join that group over there. Again, it's on Facebook. It's absolutely free. You don't have to pay a single thing. Also, please join my emailing list, where I will start sending you an email once a week. I'm not going to spam you, but it's just going to be more of like a personal thing, getting to know you. Call me your little pen pal. I'm going to give you the tips that I do know, following you along my journey when it comes to my goals and whatnot. So if you guys are interested in that, please join the emailing list. Also, you will be receiving a free goal setting mind map, where you get to brain dump all of your ideas of what you want to do for the next 6 months of your life, and just create an action plan for yourself so that you can get your life together, because that's all we're trying to do here. Okay, now back to our scheduled programming. The lesson number 1 that I learned about breaking the habit of laziness is the cost of time. We hear this a lot, that time is currency. You need to see your time is valuable. We all know this, right? If you don't think that you're deserving of your goals, then you're not going to hand over your time for something that's valuable. Like, having a business, like being debt free, like having the body of your dreams, you're not going to be handing over all of that time. You're going to be handing it over for things that are just not building you up, like scrolling on Instagram, scrolling on TikTok, like things that don't add any value in your life. So you hand over your time because you don't think that you deserve it, but in reality, everybody deserves great things in your life if you're willing to hand over that time of activity. The activity is, if you're trying to lose weight, what are you doing? You're going to the gym. You're handing over that 1 hour of your time to go to the gym so that in return you can have the body of your dreams. If you're trying to be debt free, what does that mean? You're handing over your time to work more hours so that you can get paid more, so you can put it towards your debt. If you're trying to grow your following on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube, or whatever, you're going to hand over your time to create content so that in return you get more followers, you get monetized, you get part of the creator fund, whatever the case. You need to understand that your time is valuable and there is a cost for your time. If time is currency, right, and let's say 1 hour of your time is $1, right, there are activities, let's say there are certain activities placed that are higher value than other activities. For example, let's say 1 hour, $1 of your time, you're handing it over for something that may cost 10 cents. Meaning that you're undervaluing your hour. So let's say scrolling on TikTok costs 10 cents per hour. So you're handing over an hour of your time, and in return, you're getting 10 cents worth of your time. I hope that makes sense. The thing is that you're not doing anything that's worth value for the time being spent. Scrolling on Instagram, scrolling on TikTok is not worth your time. What is worth your time is building the blocks to creating the life that you want. Again, which is doing those tactical things of going to the gym, working more hours, creating content for your YouTube channel, for your Instagram, for your TikTok. Those are the things that are worth your value. That whatever your vision that you have for your life, you need to adjust the activities that you are doing to fit the cost of your time, because everyone has a cost for the time. For me, I am not spending my time scrolling on TikTok if I don't have time anywhere else to fit me filming my videos. For example, right now, right before this video, I was sitting here and I was watching Trisha's podcast. And then I said to myself, I'm like, wait a minute, no, I need to be spending my time wisely and I need to film this video. And so I got off of my phone and I started filming these videos because I knew that the value of my time right now was worth more of me filming my video than me watching Trisha's podcast, because I could watch Trisha's podcast later at a different time when I'm not able to film, because the rest of the day I'm not going to be able to film. So I know my value right now is up at a high, which means that I need to place my value, I need to place my time up on a high, which is me filming. I really hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, I'm so sorry. But the point is that your time is valuable, and you need to switch that mindset of being lazy. That you cannot, being lazy is going to cost you, is what I'm trying to say. Being lazy is going to cost you. Lesson number 2 is laziness is an addiction. It's an addiction because the more you give into this procrastination, the more that you give into this laziness and wanting to relax, the more that your brain's going to want it, the more that your brain's going to crave it. So it becomes an addiction of being lazy. So to cut that laziness off, right? To cut it off, you have to understand that you can't give in to yourself. You have to learn how to say no, okay? Unfortunately, at some point, you're gonna have to love yourself more than you do being lazy. There is a time and place to be lazy, right? There's times that you do need to rest and you do get to relax and you do get to have those self-care days. But if you're not doing anything that is deserving of that relaxing time, of that self-care days, then why are you doing it? You're just feeding into your addiction, because the more that you do it, the more that your body's going to crave it, and the more that you're going to give into it. So that was a hard lesson for me to learn, of me trying to understand, like, why can I not get over this hump of discipline, right? Why am I not able to be consistent? Why am I not able to be committed to my goals? It's because of that, because laziness is an addiction. I kept giving into myself of like, I'll just do it later. I'm just gonna relax right now. I'm gonna take 30 minutes to relax, and then 30 minutes turns into 40 minutes, into an hour, into 2 hours, and the next thing you know, you've lost 2 hours of your time, and you won't be able to get that back. And then by the following hour, you'll have some other responsibility that you need to take care of, and so you lost all that time, and it's too late for you to go back. So it becomes an addiction, and I ended up understanding that way too late in time, because 10 years ago, if I had started this YouTube channel with what I know right now, I would be a lot more farther, but I'm not. I started this YouTube channel 4 or 5 months ago, and I'm barely at 500 subscribers, which to me, that seems like a really good milestone. I'm like very proud of myself, but I'm just thinking to myself, like, wow, 10 years ago, like, I could have had a chance at becoming bigger than what I am right now. But again, that's what I go back to, like, the cost of time, and the fact that laziness is an addiction. So once you understand that mindset of like, laziness is an addiction, it's not because I'm just so incapable of having it's not because I'm just so incapable of being committed to my goals. It's because I keep feeding into this addiction. So what do you do to stop feeding your addiction? You cut it off. You can go cold turkey if you want to. I did. I ended up going cold turkey, and I never went back. Or you can find different methods for you to stop giving into yourself. For example, let's say you come home and you tell yourself, oh, I'm just gonna go straight to relax. Instead of doing that, you can tell yourself, nope, I'm gonna take 5 minutes to pick up the clothes from the floor and put it on the chair. You start teaching yourself to do these disciplinary things until you get to the bigger stuff of like, I'm gonna go to the gym straight after work, or I'm gonna go do DoorDash for 2 more hours after work, or I'm gonna film all this content on the weekend. You start doing bigger and better things for yourself, and then you start seeing that, like, you know what, this epidemic of laziness is finally getting away, and I found a cure for it. I just needed to stop giving in to myself. The last lesson that I did have to learn, the last lesson I learned about curing my laziness is that my goals meant more than relaxing. I have relaxed enough. Yes, I have relaxed enough. I have stopped. I've gotten so bored of the internet. There's only so much you can scroll. There's only so much you can see. There's only so much of entertainment you can consume, that I was just getting bored of my personal life. Because at some point I get bored of scrolling. I get bored of being chronically online. Unfortunately, I do. I get tired of all my TikToks. I get tired of all the Instagram stuff. I get tired of scrolling on YouTube forever trying to find a video to watch, or on Netflix trying to find a movie to watch. I get so tired of it that I reflect a lot on what do I truly want, right? And so instead of me giving into all of those activities of being online, I tell myself, if I work hard throughout the entire day of getting my video filmed, getting my video edited, and uploading my video, then at the end of the day, I can reward myself with those online activities. And then boom, it becomes a treat with work being done. And so the more that I allow that exchange to happen, the more I want to do it. The more that I'm like, okay, if I do this, then I can get this. If I do this, then I'm granted this. And the more that I start feeding myself to, the more I start tricking myself into doing the hard work, because I'm not giving into myself, because I understand wholeheartedly the belief of my goals mean more than relaxing. My goal, I understand that my brain doesn't, like, can't compute like, hey, if we work now, the payoff is going to be great later. Like, the payoff is not going to be right in front of me, but I can reward myself in the meantime with stuff, with my online activities, which is scrolling on TikTok. That's the one thing I really like, scrolling on TikTok. And I also like tell myself as well, if I save my TikToks for the end of the day, if I save my TikToks for the end of the night or whatever, if I don't scroll all day long, then I'm saving all the good TikToks, because at some point your TikToks become boring. After a while, you're just like, darn, my For You page is like, you have to consistently refreshing just to get to the good stuff again. So I tell myself, I'm like, hey, like, if you wait till you get home and you do the hard work first, you're savoring all the good TikToks, and you're gonna be so much more entertained at the later at night, and it's gonna even be better, instead of just being bored because you did absolutely nothing and you scrolled all through all the good TikToks, right? It's like the same thing of like, oh, instead of eating your chocolate chip cookie right now, you save it for a later time, and it just tastes so much better when you wait for it, right? Because you worked hard for it, and so it's a better feeling when you work for it. So my goals meant more for me than relaxing. My goals of being a full-time content creator means more than just me sitting here and just scrolling, or me watching Trisha's podcast. It means more to me, and so that is what truly drives me to continuously film, edit, and upload, because I understand that I really want to hustle and bustle and get this YouTube career off of its feet, because I understand the consequences if I don't do that, which means that I'm just going to keep forever filming in my car, instead of one day having a studio where I can film even higher production videos, or not even just filming in my car. I get stuck in this job for the rest of my life and I do nothing with it, and I get to see everybody else live the life that I truly want. I understand that that means a lot more for me, and I understand what I want more, because in the moment, yes, I want to relax. Yes, I could have just been entertained the entire time and watched Trisha's podcast and did nothing with these 30 minutes, but instead I was like, nope, I really truly want to have a name for myself, and that means more to me than letting someone else have that. So you just need to recognize what is it that you want more. Do you want your goal in your life and your vision to come true? Or do you want to just keep living the life that you do right now? Are you happy with where you're at right now? If you're not, then it's time to make a decision. Are you going to decide to keep being chronically online, or are you going to choose the life that you're actually living? So I have like 2 minutes left before my next session. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Also click the notification bell so you do know when I do upload, and follow me on all my social media. I'm at Geraldi Silva. Please don't forget to join my free membership over the Committee Collective, and check out my email list. And please sign up for my emailing list. It is geraldisilva.com. You can sign up and get your free goal setting mind map. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye. Mwah.